Hi everyone, thanks for watching my independent research presentation. So for my presentation, I am focusing on educational technology and assessment. So to begin, just an outline here. First, we're going to be defining educational technology for assessment and going over a couple of uses. I'm then going to be going into some app examples, specifically pertaining to interactive lessons and videos. I selected Nearpod and Flipgrid. Um, and I also included a couple other examples about more pertaining to digital quizzing, polling, and student response. Those will be Kahoot and ClassCake. And to end, I'm going to be talking about how assessment technology promotes digital literacy for 21st century learners. So to begin, just defining assessment. So assessment is something as educators we're all very familiar with. So it is essentially measuring learning. So teachers need to check for student understanding and students need to know how they're doing to improve and continue developing academically. Educational assessment with technology can be formative or summative. They're both used to understand student progress and learning in the classroom. And specifically, technology-enabled assessments can help reduce the time, resources, and disruption to learning required by traditional assessments. Furthermore, digital assessment tools help provide a better picture of each student's needs, their interests, and abilities. And that goes farther than what traditional assessments are able to, and that also enhances their ability to support all learners. So how are teachers using educational technology to assess? So by using technology-enabled platforms, applications, or digital tools, teachers have a better ability to actually see the learning process while it is happening. This also allows them to provide near real-time feedback using tools like learning dashboards that also enhances interaction with students. And this also helps in general with improving education as a whole, not only just in the classroom, but for schools, districts, states, and even nationwide. That also leads to enhanced ability to professionally develop with assessment tools. And teachers use various applications and technologies. And like I said, I broke down the selections of the examples. Some are interactive platforms and some focus more on digital quizzing. So to begin, the first one I selected is Nearpod. So Nearpod is an interactive slideshow tool that engages students with interactive lessons. It provides teachers with tools to integrate quizzes, simulations, and games alongside lecture slides that incorporate Google platforms, media, and subject matter content. Teachers can use Nearpod to distribute media and assess student learning through polls. Nearpod's interactive integration tools allow for seamless classroom management, and that also engages students with course learning. And to support our learners, Nearpod allows educators to implement various modalities and platforms, and that helps support diverse learners and their learning styles. And they can also customize lessons to the needs of specific students. Additionally, I also thought it was valuable to note that it can be used synchronously or asynchronously. I think that supports learners in their approaches to their own learning experience. So just to explore Nearpod for a little bit, I brought up a slideshow that was already created here, just as an example. So it's an interactive slideshow tool. Starts with an essential question. Yeah, so this is all created on Nearpod, and if we see here, yeah, there's a poll right there. So it integrates this feature and allows for students to react real time with the slideshow. So next, I selected Flipgrid. So we are all very familiar with Flipgrid in this class. So it is a video discussion platform that allows educators, students, and families to engage with a discussion topic and collaborate with others. Teachers can use, in regards to the pedagogical implications, teachers can use it to create discussion topics, share it with their learning community, and ask students to record and share short videos with the topic. And that also enhances collaboration between classmates. They can respond with their own videos or give written feedback. And in regards to supporting all learners, Flipgrid allows students to choose how they interact with their learning topics. They're able to select what they want to talk about and also how they want to respond. And it also allows for accessibility in regards to the educator seeing and hearing all students and supporting their learning process. So even though we have had a lot of engagement with this, I just pulled up our Flipgrid for today. And yeah, as we can see, we've been working with this throughout this whole class. The topic is here and we record responses. So I'm not going to go too far into that because we're all very familiar with it, but it's definitely a very valuable tool for assessing student understanding. So next, Kahoot. This is also one that I think a lot of us has used, but this one pertains more to digital quizzing, polling, and student response. So it's a game-based learning platform where students can design their own games and have students answer questions as an in-class formative assessment. It allows teachers to create their own custom questions and students will react to them in real time. So in regards to the pedagogical implications, this allows teachers to review students' knowledge, develop formative assessments, or vary classroom activities. And I thought it was very similar to the way that iClickers are used. I'm sure some of you have used them in your undergrad, but the way that that's a live participation is a real-time engagement with learning. And for supporting all learners, I noticed that Kahoot acts as a tool that gives students enhanced abilities to participate, and it modifies participation and just allows them to interact with a greater number of questions and in just different manners than traditional. It also gives educators the enhanced ability to generate formative assessments that don't require lengthy planning, which gives them more time to support all learners and create valuable classroom content. So for a lesson plan that I created, this is one particularly pertaining to the atomic bomb and in a World War II lesson. So I just brought up a practice one here. So you just enter your nickname and you participate here through the online quiz. So I thought it's a very valuable learning game. It's so just multiple choice, and I think it's a really good tool for transforming traditional written quizzes into a fun game. So, all right. And for my last one, I'm going to be talking about ClassKick. So ClassKick allows teachers to provide digital instruction and create assignments with drawings, text, images, audio, links, and videos, and students engage with content in response to teacher-created materials. The implications for using this in the classroom, so teachers can provide individual real-time feedback and grades to student responses, and it also allows them to refer to student progress data and check understanding while also assessing their performance in regards to the entire course. And in regards to supporting all learners, ClassKick allows teachers to interact with students according to their needs. And it also allows them to create custom assignments and projects that fit the needs of specific learners. So just to bring up to show you guys what it looks like. So this is an example of a teacher created project. You can see that all students, you can see their progress. And I think that's really valuable in showing the actual learning process rather than the outcome. So I think this is a really cool tool that approaches quizzing and assessment in a different and valuable way. So just as a conclusion, so how assessment technology promotes digital literacy for 21st century learners. So digital assessment tools transform traditional in-person quizzes, tests, and projects. And I think that promotes student engagement with technology and subject matter simultaneously. By incorporating different platforms, resources, and tools, these applications and technology create an enhanced digitalized classroom that integrates 21st century modalities and promotes continued development with digital literacy skills. And lastly, beyond their role as digital tools in the classrooms, they draw on student interest and also their existing digital skills. And I think especially that's noticeable when incorporating other technologies like Google, YouTube, and even social media. So thanks everyone for listening and watching my presentation. Yeah, thanks so much, guys.